Hi, welcome to Construction Update. These are the top 10 stories on 4 Construction Pros this week. I'm Larry Stewart with 4 Construction Pros.
And I'm Becky Schultz with Equipment Today magazine, and I'll start us off with our item at number 10, which is an article on how digitization AI provide control on construction job sites. This article is by Roy Dannon, who's CEO of construction tech startup BUILDOTS, and it takes a really unique approach by comparing construction projects to NASA's Mission Control Room. It looks at how building information modeling can enable the same type of goal-focused management of the construction process through technology such as 3D modeling, artificial intelligence, and scheduling, which can then result in greater overall control, fewer errors and delays, and increased productivity on projects.
Yeah, it's really interesting what AI can do when you think about all the different permutations of outcomes on construction projects and how quickly AI can analyze those things. What an interesting tool that suggests that it might be. Number 9 on the list is tips to improve ventilation on indoor job sites with COVID risks in sight. The Center for Construction Research and Training offers suggestions on how to improve ventilation on indoor construction sites with no operating HVAC systems. Pretty topical right now.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that it's very important, especially with the winter timeframe, that people pay attention to how ventilation is so critical to preventing the spread of viruses, whether it's COVID or any other diseases when you're working in enclosed spaces. Number 8 on our list is an article on the road building industry's fight for surface transportation funding. And as we all have heard, the Biden administration is expected to position green initiatives at the forefront of any major infrastructure investment package that's being proposed. According to this article by asphalt contractor editor Jessica Lombardo, this has experts in the road building sector pretty concerned that the focus is being taken away from critical transportation infrastructure needs. And they're urging the industry to push Congress to ensure there are higher amounts of funding for not only surface transportation, but also that there are sustainable and equitable funding mechanisms in place for the Highway Trust Fund to ensure that we have that funding available going forward.
Right. Yeah. Real tug of war. And the balance there is just going to be, the key point.
Yep.
So number 7 on the list, John Deere's purpose-built 700L PL4E pipe layer ready crawler. Deere has been building pipe laying equipment for a long time, and they really kind of made some inroads in the last 20 years or so. I know a guy who works at a Deere dealer that sells a lot of the things that they've been coming up with. This is a crawler tractor with 40,000 pound lift capacity with your preferred side boom. So it's built to accept whatever choice of side boom you like, with closed center load sensing hydraulics at the command of an electro-hydraulic side boom controlled joystick with a proportional roller for really good one-hand control. And with the dual path hydrostatic transmissions on these Deere tractors, that neutral counter rotate setting offers really predictable control when you're maneuvering along the trench.
Number 6 on our list is an article that features 3D concrete projects from around the world. And this is a really fascinating piece. It takes a look at how 3D concrete is being applied in more creative and unique ways, from buildings all the way to artistic tables that you can place in your backyard. It shares several examples, including some very impressive looking images from some of these projects. Plus, it looks at how 3D printing could impact the overall concrete construction sector.
Technology just keeps popping up. It's definitely going mainstream. Number 5 on the list is NAPA honoring the asphalt industry leaders in quality jobs with their 2020 awards in a 2-year evaluation process on highway projects using more than 50,000 tons of asphalt. The National Asphalt Pavement Association awarded the Sheldon G. Hayes Award for Excellence in Constructing Asphalt Pavement to Lindy Paving in the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. Go to this story and find out which project won, which were the finalists, and the top finishers for the highest quality airport pavements, projects of less than 50,000 tons, top asphalt plants, and the Operational Excellence and Safety Awards. They really do highlight the whole asphalt paving process.
Number 4 on our list is another project. It's Skyjack's SJ20 vertical mast lift. And Linamar Corporation's Skyjack division announced this all-new vertical mast lift, which is, it's a pretty small machine in appearance, but it has some pretty big capabilities. It has a platform height of 20 feet, platform capacity of 350 pounds, and has gradability of up to 25%. Also, a key feature is an optional wind rating up to 13 feet, which means this can also be used in outdoor applications. So it's versatile in that it can be indoor or outdoor use, potential return on investment for rental centers that might handle these products as well as their customers.
All right. And number 3 on the list is Construction 4.0, why it's time to adopt BIM and digital construction. The Microsoft CEO in April last year wrote an open letter to customers saying, we've seen 2 years worth of digital transformation in 2 months. The kind of pressure that the pandemic's put on going digital. Remote technology, which used to be a nice to have in construction, is now a critical component of daily business operations. Stakeholders are starting to wonder if on-site use of building information modeling and digital construction is ushering in the industry's new era. And there's a pretty good argument for that. In 2018, research collected by the FMI Corporation and PlanGrid demonstrated that REWORKS costing the industry $177 billion annually, with an average cost of 9% of total project costs. And with the pandemic's heightened budget and cash flow risk, it's driving contractors to the budget controlling execution plan, conflict resolution, and single source of truth you get with BIM. Check this story out. This really is a sea change.
I would not argue with that at all. I think that is very true. And in fact, the article argues that it's essential to survive and thrive going forward. So I think it's definitely worth checking out. Right. Another one to check out is a video by EARTHCAM that highlights the implosion of the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. It gives you a real bird's eye perspective on what roughly 3,000 pieces of dynamite can do. The plaza was brought down on February 17th after having been closed since 2014. It's been a symbolic figure on the boardwalk of the Jersey Shore for approximately 40 years. So it's really quite a change for the skyline of Jersey Shore. It's pretty impressive video coverage of what this type of implosion can do.
Nothing more fun than watching things blow up.
Absolutely.
So our top story for the week was, how much does a truck driver make? For the 4th consecutive year, the driver shortage is the trucking industry's top concern. Driver compensation is ranked as a top 10 issue, and truckload carriers are raising wages and allowing drivers to spend more time at home. They're working to improve conditions at shipper facilities. Check this story out to find out how the biggest competitors for your construction materials truckers are luring drivers today. It's definitely a factor in the industry.
Certainly the cost of any labor is an issue right now for the construction industry, but trucking seems to have a lot more competition out there trying to capture those skilled drivers.
No doubt. Thanks a lot, Becky.
And thank you, Larry.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Have a great day. We wish you a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.